Hello, Jason here. I am loading this video up from the base of Kili here in Tanzania. We arrived late last night and it's about 6 o'clock this morning, been up for about an hour. We've got about 4 hours of sleep. We're not done with our travel. We did travel for about 2 days. We traveled from Washington Dulles in DC area out to Amsterdam, and then from Amsterdam down here to Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. Each flight was approximately 8 or 9 hours in time. We stayed here at a hotel called the Kia. Very nice, great folks here and good facilities. In fact, we're going to be grabbing some breakfast here before we leave. It's 6:30 a.m. The local time here. Our trip's going to be divided up into 2 sections. For the 3 of us that came out early, there's part 1 of our trip, in which we're going to be going over to the eastern part of Tanzania, to Dar es Salaam. This is the capital area. We're going to be flying in there, and then going up to a smaller town, which I'll get some video from there as well. During this part 1, we're going to be ministering at a church, at a worship conference, as well as a pastor's conference that's there. Do a little bit of teaching. I'll be playing with the band on the guitar and so forth, and encouraging the pastors that are there. Doing a good work. This is primarily a Muslim country, and so some of these pastors have had some persecution, and so we're just going to try to bring some encouragement the best we know how. And so that'll be the first few days. That'll be this Friday as we get up there. Saturday and Sunday is going to be the huge ministry days. All day long will be happening there. Monday will be a in-between day, as we will probably get a chance to explore some of that area. There's one mountain range that's about a mile high, over 5,000. We may actually do a little practice hike, weather permitting, of course. And then Tuesday morning we will fly back, beat the other 50. We're a team of about 50 people that'll be climbing Kilimanjaro, and that's part 2. Part 2 will be climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. The purpose of this climb is to both raise awareness as well as some necessary funds to build some water wells here in Kenya and Tanzania. Every day 6,000 children die of the lack of clean water here in Africa. And so we're going to try to do our part in raising funds and awareness toward this program. You can follow our climb. It begins around, I think it's January 4th, at kiliclimb.org. That's K-I-L-I, climb.org. And so you'll be able to follow some of those details there. Otherwise, you'll be able to follow some of my video blogs that I'll be updating along the way. In the meantime, I'm going to grab some good breakfast here that's already been provided by our stay and our night stay here. And that's going to be the 2 parts of our trip. So this first part that you'll be hearing about is very specific to the ministry out in the eastern part of the country. The general superintendent who's in charge of all the Assemblies of God, religious organization here in Tanzania, will be our host and providing this opportunity for us before we come on back here to Arusha, Kilimanjaro area, and then do the work of climbing for the funds. You can tell behind me, I believe, that's Christian Walker, traveling comrade here.
Good morning.
Good morning. And all the way over here, someplace. Here he is, Dwayne Smith.
Good morning.
Good morning. And so, these are the 3 of us. The smells.
Coffee.
They have
an espresso maker in the bar.
Praise it. This is God's country then.
What's that?
So anyway, this is a little bit, you see the sun coming up behind me. I'm going to go for some breakfast. God bless.